Episode 75. The manager at the big studio. Jade answered the call. She was told to come to their office at once. Jade initially thought that the person who called her was a swindler, but she also felt that a swindler wouldn't be so professional, so she continued listening. The Milliken Film Media Group was one of the largest companies in the entertainment industry. It employed many of the top stars. Everyone who walked out of this company was a famous movie star. Many actors wanted to work for the Milliken Film Media Group. But why would such a powerful company call a small actress like her? This made her feel very strange. Miss Winslet, since you are a contracted artist of our company, we want you to come over. And naturally, we have something in here for you, said the person on the other end of the line. When Jade heard what he said, she was simply astonished. A contracted artist? Have you called the wrong person? Jade, a college student from Stonington University, 23 years old, 166 centimeters in height, bust. The person calmly reported all of her information. Oh, okay, don't say any more. I believe you have the right person, okay? However, I really haven't signed a contract with your company. Jade was about to cry. Did he have to tell her about her bra size? Everyone in the entertainment industry knew that Milliken Film Media Group had never signed a contract with a newcomer, and she was not even considered a newcomer. Those who wanted to sign a contract with them had to be at least B-list celebrities who had debuted for 5 years. Even if some made it without these requirements, only those with great potential were qualified to sign. Jade was just a small actress, so how could she sign a contract with a company like this? Miss Winslet, what's the situation now? I have a contract signed by you. If you want to break the contract, you will need to pay $800,000, I said very seriously. What? $800,000? After she heard how much money she would need to pay, Jade was scared that she didn't dare to say a word. In the end, she had no choice but to go to the Milliken Film Media Group. How could she have become a contracted artist of the Milliken Film Media Group without knowing? This was unacceptable. She had to figure it out. There was no way she would be able to pay the $800,000 penalty. And no one would dare to impersonate the Milliken Film Media Group, right? Who would want to die so badly? She decided to go to the company to confirm the authenticity of the call. If it was fake, she would treat it as a way to broaden her horizons. If it was real, wouldn't that be even better? The Milliken Film Media Group was a company that all artists dreamed of entering. When she went out, Jade specially checked her bag and found that there seemed to be another $300 in it. Her brain short-circuited for a moment. Did this money come out of nowhere? Then she found a piece of paper in her wallet. The note said, "Be good to yourself, baby. Lucas is not free today. If you want to go out, call a taxi." Jade felt the soft part of her heart move. She then shyly picked up the piece of paper and kissed it. She carefully stuffed it back into her bag. But when she went out, she still chose to take the bus. She didn't want to casually spend his money. After taking 2 buses, she finally reached her destination. This was her first time coming to the Milliken Film Media Group. When she saw the magnificent building in front of her, she was dumbfounded. No wonder so many people wanted to enter the Milliken Film Media Group. This imposing manner of the building was frightening. When she walked into the building, she felt its grandeur even more. She consulted the front desk and confirmed the name. Jade was surprised that the front desk didn't ask the security guards to chase her out. Instead, she was told to take the elevator to the 30th floor to find her manager. That's right, she's looking for her manager. Jade couldn't believe what was happening. The word manager sounded so distant to her. She felt that the receptionist was definitely wrong. The receptionist must be referring to the manager of the company. She was just a minor actress. She couldn't have a manager. That must be the case. As she was about to walk toward the elevator, she suddenly saw a familiar figure on the right. He was walking towards the exclusive elevator, and the elevator was only going to the top floor. Her heart skipped a beat. He looked like Dario. Before she could step forward to confirm, she saw that the man in the suit had already taken the elevator and left. She didn't know when Dario had left that day, so she didn't know what he was wearing. She didn't think that much. She thought she must have mistaken him for someone else. She muttered, "Why would he be here?" Her elevator had already arrived. When she was taking the elevator, Jade felt that this building was really tall. It has more than 100 floors. That's simply unimaginable. When she reached the 30th floor, Jade followed the directions she was given at the front desk, and she arrived in front of an office. The door was not locked. She tidied up her clothes and came forward very politely. She knocked on the door and said crisply, "Hello?" In the office sat a man in a white shirt. He was about 40 years old. His expression was serious and he looked very mature. One look of his was enough to tell her that he was very professional. "Are you, Miss Winslet?" the man asked her in a serious voice as he looked at her. Jade nodded and said, "Yes, I am Jade. May I ask if you called me here just now?" "Take a seat." The man pointed at the seat opposite the desk. "Thank you," Jade said. The man took out a contract and showed it to her. His expression was still very serious. "Miss Winslet, take a good look. This is the contract you signed with our company. You signed your own name on it." "What? Is there really a contract?" Jade couldn't help but mutter. She took the contract in surprise and looked at it. The signature on it was actually hers. But why didn't she have any impression of when she'd seen this contract before? Jade felt very strange. Suddenly, the expression of the man in front of her changed greatly. His cold arrogance toward her had also changed to reverence. And she clearly knew that this respect wasn't for her, but for the person who suddenly appeared behind her. Even if she didn't see the face of the person behind her, Jade clearly felt his powerful aura. He must be someone important to make this manager's expression change so suddenly. Maybe the person standing behind her was a boss at the Milk and Film Media Group. In any case, they must have a higher status than this manager. "Caroline McCoy, you're here. Hurry up and sit." The man had an attentive look on his face and even took the initiative to give up his desk seat. Jade quickly stood up and turned around. She saw a woman who was about 30 years old appear in front of her. The woman was wearing a small black suit and had short hair. She looked very capable, and there was no expression on her face, which made people feel intimidated. Jade looked at the woman stiffly. She felt that the woman's aura was very strong. Facing her, Jade felt that she couldn't breathe. "Hello?" Jade greeted her. Caroline only nodded slightly and didn't say anything. Caroline looked at Jade indifferently, and then sat opposite her.